Tom and Barbara, I hope that you'll remember that. And I hope that you'll all someday take a trip in through that area. Some people are afraid to go in that neighborhood because it is kind of on the wild side, and the exact location of my former home is now known as Fight Square. It's a public housing development for poor black people. It's also known as Freedom Way. And if you just go down West Main Street and look off to the right, there will be enough for you to see there. And occasionally I take a drive down and through there because I'm very nostalgic, romantic, Victorian kind of person, and I like to do things like that. Again, for me, life on Bronson Avenue was a happy experience. I grew up during the Depression days, therefore I am a Depression baby, a Depression kid. Went to St. Lucie School, walked from Bronson Avenue to St. Lucie School, and I'd say the distance was, probably, I'd say it was about 2 miles. I could be wrong a little bit here and there. But I walked there and I returned home for lunch and returned back to school after lunch and returned. So I got a lot of walking time in. And the neighborhood of St. Lucie's, as I said earlier, was primarily Italian American people. And the Bronson Avenue neighborhood, as I said likewise, was very cosmopolitan, variety of people. So I had the best of two worlds. And I learned much from all of those people, various cultures. And I absorbed their ways and their traditions and their likes and so on. But I'd like to say something very, very special here concerning the Italian American people that I knew as a young boy at St. Lucie's School, St. Lucie's Church. Here I found friendly, warm, loving, kind people. Here were good Americans, proud of their new land. I know I'm waving the American flag, but I want to speak up loudly and clearly for these early immigrants of Italian origin. They loved the United States of America. They went to the band concerts, they went to the parades, they waved the flags, they put their flags out and decorate. They knew that this was a good place. And they were hard workers. The men worked at the dirtiest jobs. No welfare. These people were ashamed to be on welfare. Many of them were poor. Most of them worked hard. And this is why, to this day, I'm very proud to say that I come from humble people of Italian origin, and I'm proud of my heritage. And I want my children and my grandchildren to be likewise proud of their heritage. Yes, we have assimilated into the mainstream of American life. But don't forget from whom you come. And don't forget that lady in New York Harbor, when she stretched her arms out, she stretched them out to your grandparents. And this grand lady hugged them and embraced them and has given me a wonderful life and has given you in return a wonderful, productive life. And if it weren't for my parents who had the courage to come here as teenagers and work hard and struggle as they did, I'd be picking olives over there in Italy. And who knows what you kids would be doing. So don't ever let anybody talk you down. Don't ever let anybody say anything nasty, unkind about the Italian culture, the Italian people, because this is your foundation. This is where you come from. Enough of that. I was an altar boy, it seemed. Okay. Did I hit that too hard, Jeff?
Oh no, that was good. I don't know. I don't think I have much tape. Yeah, I gotta stop this tape. Gotta hit this tape here. I'm just letting it go in a couple seconds.
Growing up on Bronson Avenue was really exciting. I spent a lot of time at the Bronson Avenue playground. It was located on the corner of Bronson Avenue and Olean Street. I believe there's something that's still there on that corner that resembles a playground. At St. Lucy's, I was an altar boy from about grade 4 until through grade 8. And that experience of being an altar boy was significant in terms of my development, my moral and spiritual development. Priests from all over the diocese used to love to come to St. Lucy's to preach and to say Mass. And I met many of these priests, and they were excellent orators. And I really enjoyed listening to these men and these missionaries spiel off their religious philosophy. Perhaps not so much for the religious content, but for the vocabulary, for the English, for the manner in which they presented their verbal discourse.